So I was on my way to my drug dealer's house back when I was doing meth, and I was schizophrenic, but I saw this death. It was death, like the spiritual figure of death. It was this big, tall, cloaked, dark, spooky figure, hallucination or something. And then I went in there, and everything, I thought it was going to be bloody and like a big old mess, like a Dexter serial killing crime when I saw the death and I investigated. But what happened was everything looked normal. He was babysitting a little boy. The boy was maybe like 7 or 8, and he had curly hair, and I never seen him before, but he had a computer, and he was playing on his computer, and he was eating this bowl of rice or something. But my drug dealer, he goes, his name is Ricky Gonzalez, and what he goes and says is, Brittany, you're not supposed to be here. But then he says, do you want some dinner? And I go like, yeah, I was hungry, I was homeless, I didn't get a lot of dinners. So then, but I notice his kids are having a different dinner, but I'm having the same thing as this kid. And then, well, I get out of there before he gets all violent or anything. And then what happened was I went down and I was just wandering around again. And I went to my local grocery store and I sit down. I was not feeling so well. What I think what happened was that I got poisoned because I dry heave, like retching, like for 4 hours straight, and it didn't stop. And nobody stopped to ask me if I was okay, or if I needed to go to the hospital. And when I could finally get up and moved around, well, one old lady did stop and ask if I was okay, and I told her I was fine. But really, I didn't know what was going on. And what Google says is that I was, when you're really thirsty. Well, I was dry heaving for 4 hours. It felt like 4 hours because it was daytime, and then it turned to night by the time I got up. And so I go ask the grocery store workers if they'll call 911. They said they wouldn't. They gave me a sandwich though, but the sandwich tasted funny. I couldn't eat that thing. I could only the I could only eat some parts of it, but the bread was like no good, but the tomato was okay. But I didn't go to my drug dealer's house too much after that.